whenever I got like locked up at the post office with my drugs, I don't think they handcuffed me. I think they were just, yeah, not initially, not for a while. I was just
wasn't he just hiding in the corner? You said that like he wanted you to sign, and then he was like, "Gotcha."
Yeah, he was kind of in the back of the post office chilling, yeah, so he was able to watch me like take the package and walk out the door, and so he was behind me. But as soon as I got outside, there was like a bunch in front of me, like there was maybe 3 or 4 or 5. But then I had a whole panic attack, so I blacked out for a little bit of that. And when I came through, we were just kind of chilling and with a detective's car because there's like 3 fucking branches of goddamn law enforcement represented. Had to get that half ounce off the street.
Yeah. And, we weren't about to let you escape.
Yeah. And like, that was one of those times where the guy was like, "You want a cigarette?" And I was like, "You're goddamn right, I do." I was, and we sat and he was one of those people who smokes in their cars. So we chilled in his expedition and puffed away in there while I asked probing questions about just how bad this was all going to be. I was like, you know, not me, but some other guy who had done some stuff and y'all found a bag of things that had bad stuff in them. Not me, but him. What would y'all do to him? and he was like, "Oh, it probably won't be no big deal at all." And he meant it.
You're not some online gunslinger.
No, I know this guy. Like we knew each other well enough that we would recognize each other when we, you know, at the gas station or whatever. I know his name and he knew mine. This detective. Real nice guy. Felt bad about the whole thing. I think he felt bad about it, but he didn't feel bad enough to give me like an illegal warning. So, you know, we don't get to be friends anymore. Yeah. See, that's what I'd have done for him. If they were setting up a whole sting for Taylor, I'd be like, shit, Taylor, you should probably never go to the post office again. Like, ever.
They know about the barrels of ayahuasca.
Taylor, they know about the monkeys.
They know about it.
If you had ever gone, like, obviously you could go to the post office. There was a, you had to receive a package or something. Like, how did?
Yeah, it was being sent to a PO box, but like they had it, and they had taken it out of there, and they had it, so I had to come and ask for it. And so that was the situation. But if I guess probably nothing would have happened if I just never gone to the post office.
Yeah. They couldn't, because you can't control that someone sent you something, right?
Of course.
Wasn't that that was a public PO box?
Yeah. But I probably fixed everything. Yeah. But in any case,
that was a couple of years ago. The 3. When did you get out of prison? Like 2020?
I don't know. I don't know.
2019? I remember just the lead up to that being.
Do you remember which UFC fight you missed that you cared about?
Cormier lost to Stipe.
Damn, that is
time.
I don't know. It was Cormier losing to Stipe.
That's quick thing. That's some Dr. Watson stuff, Woody. I like that.
July 7th, 2018. Is that possible?
No, it's later than that, I think. And I was in the fall. I was in like wasn't I in there during like August or September or something? Like got out right before October.
August 17th. I think it might have been this.
That would have been it.
Fight number 2. August 17th, 2019.
Yeah, didn't get to see that fight, and it even got spoiled for me on the inside because we did have the one TV that's for sports. That TV's for sports. All right, man.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Next time you pop in, you know it's sport TV.
The intensity level in here. Yeah, that was the one I missed for sure. Yeah, the lead up to that was super stressful.
Sorry about that. I did my part.
No, there was man, I remember the night before.
I was stressed too, Kyle. You know, my friend was about to go to prison.
Same.
A little empathy, please.
If I could have
had a tough time.
If I could have called you while I was in to comfort you, I would have, but no outside calls. You know how it is.
I was going to send you condoms and a care package, all sorts of things.
That would have been so goddamn upsetting. That would have ruined my day if you took condoms.
I never would have done that.
That would have ruined my fucking day.
Condoms, they're for your protection in a file.
Chiz sent me a bunch of books. I don't even remember how many books Chiz sent me. I was utilizing the library a ton, but he sent me a bunch of great books. And then Kitty sent me books that I was requesting while I was in there, just because I didn't realize that I would want so many books before I got in there. And that was just one of the easier ways to kill time. But yeah, the night before I had to check into prison, I was so fucking scared and stressed. I just couldn't sleep and couldn't eat. And I was trying to get enough sleep because check-in, it was like 10 a.m. You got to be there, or 11 a.m. or something like that. But obviously you don't want to be late. And it's in Alabama. It's like a 3-hour drive to fucking prison. And I was just laying in the back of that car trying to sleep on the way to prison. I got a little bit of sleep, but not really. Like rocking and rolling that van. I remember thinking, hope we get in a car accident.
Really?
I hope we get in a car accident. I get hurt, and I don't have to go to prison today. We stopped at Zaxby's. I wanted that to be my last meal before I went in, something real indulgent, and I got like chicken fingers and fries, and then we had to go check into that place, and that was. I went to like the wrong door at first. Like I didn't know how to check into prison. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sucks. So you're like embarrassed going to jail. Like I don't know honestly, the right procedures.
It wasn't that bad because like the guy I ended up running into who was at the wrong door ended up being like the principal or something like that. There's like a captain who's like the captain of the guards, but then there's like another administrator guy who kind of handles everybody's paperwork and like he's really the boss. And so that guy was super chill, but that whole thing was surreal that first day because I was sleep deprived and kind of out of it. Like going through that X-ray machine they've got that shows like your whole insides. I was like, oh great, no cavity search. I'm so glad I got sent to a prison with a scanner because I'm sure there's plenty that don't. Nobody had to finger my butthole, and
you missed out.
Good start.
I did, and then like. But then every now and then someone would say something that was a little distressing. Like they didn't mean it to be, but it was like, they should be like, first time? Like, yeah. Don't even worry about it. This is like camp. Everybody's friendly. You like football? They bet football here. Hey, don't get over your head though. You get a noogie. Yeah. That's what they should have said. Instead, this black lady was like,
play?
Yeah. The black lady was like, just don't let nobody press you. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? That's what I'm thinking. In my head, I'm thinking that, but I just keep smiling and go, yeah, don't worry about me. Because I don't want to look like a bitch out here, but I'm inside. I'm like, what do you mean don't let nobody press me? What are you doing to me? I just got here. Give me my mattress.
Give me my mattress.
Even if you're the toughest guy in the whole prison, you don't want to get in fights. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You want to go home. And
going through that whole, I remember going.
Was it like laser tag where they walk you into a room and sit you down and play a tape?
I wish. No, you're like all alone being it feels like being in the principal's office. You're like in everything's, smells like bleach and it's white concrete everywhere and block floors and everything. And just one lonely corridor after another sitting and waiting in a chair because you're on their time and nobody's in a fucking hurry to fingerprint you or process you. It's just like, nobody cares. And why would you care? You ain't got nowhere to go either. So everybody just sits there staring at the floor, zoning out. And then getting assigned my first uniform. And the dude's like, what size? I'm like, I don't know what size prison jumpsuit I wear, dude. But I tried to make a joke about it. Like, I don't know, man. I've never worn a prison jumpsuit before. What do you think? What do you think? Large, extra large, double? What do you? And he was like, and like fucked me over and gave me like a quadruple XL or some shit, I guess, for talking up and like wasting his fucking time. So now I had clothes that didn't fit like at all. Hilarious. And I never wore those because
what a jerk. He's the prison jumpsuit guy. His job should be looking at someone and being like large.
He was prison jumpsuit guy that day. You know what I mean? He's the guy who has to check off like he's keeping track of how many fucking things get checked out and like who's responsible for fucking jumpsuit 35B. Because if I lose it now, I got to pay for it or some shit. I got sweats as soon as possible, and then I was just in like sweatpants and sweatshirt for the rest of my goddamn stay.
To be honest, if I had a prison jumpsuit, I think I'd want to keep it as a souvenir.
You can't keep that shit. They won't let you. That's all. Like, I wasn't going to try to get caught stealing anything. Can you imagine
jumpsuit in jail?
Lars, what's in that bag? What do you mean, sir? It's my take home. Yeah, under them books. What you got? Looky. Let's get on back in here. Come on. I'd be running.
You'd be fleeing. I never should have stolen this jumpsuit.
Over a goddamn prison jumpsuit. All it is like work pants. It was like green work pants and thick, like, everything's like thick. I don't know, that like something a welder would wear. Yeah, like rough, scratchy horse shit, just like the toilet paper.
It's got to be robust because it's got to fit the next.
It's a good thing I didn't shit for like 6 weeks or something crazy, because that toilet paper was terrible that you started with.
6 weeks.
That's the most bizarre thing about that. That is the most bizarre thing, because I've never been constipated in my life, and I don't remember how long I was constipated. Whatever I said when I came out, when my memory was more fresh, but I remember it being weeks. I remember it being like a couple of weeks that I had not taken a shit at least, and being like, man, I don't shit soon, I got to go tell somebody, and that's going to be embarrassing. But I knew I was going to have to at some point. Like, I would press on my stomach down there and be like, is everything okay? Like, I'm feeling for like a huge, like maybe my intestines have ruptured and I'm filling up with doo-doo or something down there. That's why I'm not shitting. Like, I'm feeling for a mass at this point. It's been that long because I'm eating something.
Your body was working at 100% efficiency. You
just Jesus Christ, that was fucking, yeah.
It's a Kim Jong-un reference.
Yeah.